up to then?
Oh, just bit digging. I buried me mate just before Christmas. I have a quiet Christmas, of course. Now I've got to dig him up.
Ah, I'll leave you to it.
Oh, lovely, thank you. Hang on a minute. How'd you? Oh, hello, mate.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Alright?
Yeah, how was your Christmas?
It was alright, a bit dark to start with, a bit
Was
dark
it?
and nippy.
Ah.
Yeah, but after that it was alright, yeah, but I haven't been up here for it's
No.
been like weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well, I've sprayed the car. It's not brilliant. I've still got the roof to do because I was going to try and do it all in one hit and it was just too much. So I'm going to tape it all off and do the roof later this week. But yeah, it's all right. It's
looking alright, isn't it?
I don't do enough of it. I'm not really a painter, so there's some bits that are really, really good and some bits that aren't. Like the rear quarters really want sanding down with 1200 or 2000 with soap and then taking all that edge off because there's a little bit orangey peely because I didn't have enough light at the bottom. I had enough light down to about there, but from that down it's a little bit orangey peely, so
yeah, but it's going to be out the gun, isn't it? Is it normally out the gun?
Not really, not if you're good.
Oh.
I'm not good. I don't know enough. I haven't done enough. I mean,
I thought it was always like it when you was out the gun.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right, shall we have a little look at it then? Shall we? Shall we do a little bit of a summary?
Yeah.
And have a bit of a catch up?
Yeah.
Yeah? See how you got on?
Yeah.
All right, lovely.
Right then, take some of this off. I didn't know whether I should have really repapered it after primer before I did top coat or not. I don't know. I'm sure there's someone to put me right. I'm not a sprayer, as you can probably tell. Some of it's come up lovely, some of it's not so lovely, but I think it's salvageable.
So what you mean, you papered it all up, masked it all up,
Yeah.
then you did the priming. How many coats of primer did you put on then?
Just one. Because I'd run out of white primer, so I had to go over it all with that very light grey primer. So because I was worried it might not be uniform colour. You see what I mean?
Oh, so you did it all in a grey?
Yeah.
Oh, what primer did you use then? You got it to hand?
No, I've used it all up.
You used it all up. But what? Can you remember what it was?
It was U-Pol. It was U-Pol primer filler.
And do you have to mix it with anything then? Or you just literally just stick it in the
50-50, I think. 4 to 1. It was with their hardener, and then if you want to thin it out, which I did, I put 10% thinners in it so it wasn't like it was like a normal primer.
Right.
Again, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by doing it like that.
But it worked.
It's a bit of a learning curve, to be fair.
But it worked. Yeah. And then how long did you leave the primer for?
24 hours I left it.
Oh, all right.
Then I rubbed it down with. Then I just went progressively through. I was using 800. Not wet and dry, normal. I've got any in here to show you. Normal thingy pads, but the bigger ones. I was rubbing it down with 800 with that.
What, just on a block or with your
on the sander, on the air sander.
Oh right, yeah.
It just in places, then by hand in other places because I've got some of this other stuff as well. Stay there. And then I've got into the.
What's that?
That's that really fine. Don't clog, does it? It goes on the pads. That's 320, but I used the 800 on that.
Oh, right.
Which was probably enough because I don't know, because there's no books telling you what's what. I did have a really good old Haynes manual, funny enough, years ago. That told you what the equivalents were, wet and dry, a normal glass paper. But I couldn't find it, so I was just literally going. I just guessed really, and then I did actually go over it with 1200 wet and dry. And then obviously I wiped it all off with hoovered everything again. I just kept hoovered everything. Then went over it with body wipe, panel wipe it on with one cloth, and then wiped it off with a different cloth, and then tack ragged it. And I think I hoovered it again. then I tack ragged it and then tack ragged it.
So you weren't too worried about the outcome of it being good then? I mean,
well,
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, but it still isn't good enough. I mean, really, what is it? They say 10,000 hours and you can say you're professional, can't you? Well, I only really literally sussed the gun now, because when I used to do it before, I used to use too much pressure and everything else. And the mistake I made on this one, actually, I think one of the main mistakes, I mixed too much paint up at once. I should have mixed enough up to do that little bit, and then got to mix some more up to do that bit, and then mix some more. I didn't know, because I found that I don't know if it was because I'd got too much hardener in it or it was too hot. It seemed to be going off too quick in the gun, and then it wasn't coming out the gun good enough.
Sort of clogging a bit.
Yeah, so then when you mixed it up fresh, it came out lovely, and it went on lovely. And I'd got the pressure set up. I can't think. Let me get the gun down. You can see the gun.
Oh yeah, because what gun did you use?
I used a Bilius in the end. It was their cheap one, and a air mask that my mate Pete gave me. And that made a hell of a difference, you know, the old air mask instead of a normal mask.
Blimey.
And then
looks a bit, doesn't it?
I've got a filter on that as well. So it's got a filter. There's a filter in the gun.
Come in.
Filter there, look.
Right.
Water trap, and then there's a filter inside the thingy. It's dusty. It is actually clean. It's just dust on it. And then I just altered the pressure coming out of the gun to. See, I can't see that. What's it saying there? I think it was 25 psi, I think.
Right.
And 2 kilocentimeters. So it wasn't, because I think when I've done spraying in the past before, it's just been coming out. I've had too much pressure, and it just come out, and then it instantly orangey peels. Then you see.
Right.
Because there's not enough paint coming out, and I just loaded it up. And there's a couple of areas where there's runs where I loaded it up, because I had an issue with the gun to start off with, so then I had to load it up to equal it out, so I didn't bugger it right.
You're talking about that run down there?
Yeah,
so but that's going to get covered, isn't it?
Yeah, it's covered up there, so...
Yeah, so that's all right.
I mean, there's some really nice, like, that bit there is lovely. That bit's brilliant. That's lovely. I'll be happy with that as a professional. And there's a little bit there that's good. But always...
Without bursting your bubble, though, going back... Didn't that bit getting covered up as well?
Yeah, it's the trouble. All the good bits are covered up. All the bits I didn't care about coming out lovely. All the bits I was worried about. And again, I think I didn't have enough light. I'm sure someone would tell us, Smithy would tell me. I should have spoke to him first, really. I didn't have enough light down here shining up onto it. So it's really orangey peel there. But by the time I realised, I'd packed all the stuff up, so I couldn't give it another good coat and a coat of paint, you see what I mean? But I've put three coats on it, 3 really good coats on it. So I'm hoping that we'll just, sand it down with 1200 and soap and then buff it in.
Right, and you say the gun you used then weren't a lot of money? It's not like a big,
No, it weren't. I think it was 60 or 70 quid, which is... I mean, ideally, I'd like to spend 150 quid on a gun, but I hadn't.
So what was it, an eBay special?
No, it's a they sent us it, actually, to be fair. It's a freebie, so I can't really complain. But it's better than the normal Sealy guns that I use that are like...
So where can you get that gun then?
Yeah, get it on eBay. They come as a kit. There's a kit, look.
Oh.
Let me show you. If you just walk back just a touch...
Oh, hello.
And that's what I watered the floor down with. Watered all the dust down. So I hoovered everything up and watered the floor down with that. Had the heater going as well, and then got it up to temperature, and then cut the heater off. I think I had too much heat in here, actually, to be fair. And then it comes in a kit, but I didn't use their paint pots. I used the ones that you. I'll show you it. Just bear with me. Just bear with. It'll all come clear in the end. So I'll show you in a minute what I used. I didn't use their things because it comes in a kit. It comes in a kit like that. But so you got like a detailing little gun. Got a little detailing gun and the pots. And then I've got these little things that go on the top, which then instead of taking these pots.
So what's a kit like that cost then, do you reckon?
I think that was 68 quid. I think it's 68
really?
quid. That's what they are, yeah.
That's not a bad shout, is it?
But I've got mates that buy the real cheap guns that spray, I don't know, 1.3 or something like that, and they just 25 quid, buy that, and then as soon as they don't, instead of cleaning it out, they just chuck the gun away.
Yeah. Right, so that was the gun you used to do the spraying with?
Yeah.
But you didn't use the same gun to do the priming, or did you? Is it the same gun? Is it just one gun does all?
No, it's cheap, a real cheap Sealy thing. It's like 12 quid.
I thought Sealy were expensive.
Some are, but it all depends where you get it from.
Oh, right. So, can we have a look at that gun as well, then?
Can do.
Oh, right.
Yeah, just a cheap Sealy. I'll put another valve on it so you can do the pressures and that, and then I do use their pot for that because it's just
right.
Yeah,
Lovely.
1 point. Oh, it's 2.2. 2.2. So it's got a 2.2 nozzle on it. That one's got a 1.3 on it.
Right.
So the amount of
plenty
paint
of guns then. More guns than John Wayne.
Yeah. But then use these pots. So then you mix your paint up in your doodah, in your cup. That tells you you're mixing. That's a dirty cup actually. They're not. Yeah, no, it's clean. It tells you your ratios there. Look.
Yeah.
So where's my glasses?
Don't forget your safety glasses.
Don't forget to wear your safety glasses. Right. Yeah. So there's your ratios. Look. So the 2-pack I was using, which was supplied by Dual Paints. They're a really good paint company actually. To be fair.
And that's the actual white paint you put on?
Yeah, it's acrylic, so it's not like a base coat, it just comes out the gun gloss, so that's how it comes out the gun.
Oh, right. So you don't put it on like matte and then put like a
gloss on it? No, because it weighs too
coat?
much, you see, because not only are you then putting paint on, you're putting another 2 kilograms of clear coat on, aren't you? So you're adding more weight, you see, so try to do it as, as little... as little paint on it as possible.
So to get this right in my head then, you're attempting to get this bodywork on this car to look as good as a showroom car without using clear coat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you should do really if you're good, which I'm not. It is possible. That's what a lot of the cars were, you see, originally in the 90s and that. So I mean, it's a racing car, isn't it? But I do want it to look right. I want it to look good. It does want to look good.
All right.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Cut long story short.
Yeah. So I'm taking you off on a tangent now.
That one's the 2-pack acrylic. Obviously, you need an air mask, which we've got. So we've got all the stuff. I had all the suit and everything, which I've since chucked away. And the acrylic, I think, is 4:1. So you put your paint in whichever how much you want. So like you only need a little bit. You'll put it to that mark and then fill it up to the one there. And then you can either add 10, 20, or 30% thinners. So if you want it really thinned out, you can. But again, I think I was mixing too much up because I mixed up 2 loads at once.
Right.
And then once the gun was empty, then I'd put the second load in, but the paint was actually starting to harden up then.
Right.
I think that's where I went wrong, and it wasn't coming out the gun quick enough or good enough.
Right.
So I think you're better off just doing one mix of it and using it, and then doing another mix instead of mixing 2 lots up, if you see what I mean.
Yeah. Because I guess once the paint's run out, you can blow the air through the gun to try and clean the nozzles.
Yeah, well, you run it through with... Because what I've done with this, I've put thinners in there and I blow through the thinners and then hold up, put my finger over the gun, and then you take it all apart and you just scrub it all out. I mean, it's all there to be seen. And then I think the primer was 2:1. So, you find your 2 on the cup, and then you put your paint up to the 2, and then you add to the 1 of the hardener, and then if you want it thinner, then you just add your percentages of thinners.
Yeah, right.
Or activator, it's not
and your mask, you decided not to go with like a breathing mask, you went with a full-blown thing on your head, almost, like, kind of thing. I'm trying to explain it.
Yeah, no, it's not like you filter, because a lot of people use the filters, but with the acrylic you really want to use an air mask, air-fed mask. So all that does is it just blows air, across your face, and it sort of creates a sort of vacuum, so you don't get any of the fumes or the gases going into you. You're not breathing in.
I see. So you're not breathing in through a filter. You're actually breathing in air that's being pushed into it.
Pumped in through that valve.
And that's all coming from the compressor.
Yeah.
Blimey, you must have got in a right knot with all them pipes everywhere.
No, it was all right. Once you got it set up, I'd got the pipe round the back and everything else and got it on. It was all right, actually.
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier. You could see a lot better as well. They oversprayed it. I didn't have the fan on, which I think I should have done, because on that rear quarter, the other side, where I had it, where it all settled down, I should have had the fan going, kept going. It all sort of settled, and it sort of put tiny little pits into it on the other side. It hasn't done it on this side.
Oh, so you didn't have the fans blowing and sucking in
and I think
end.
I should have done. I don't know. You see, I don't know. I haven't got a clue. What I'm doing. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, it's not a proper paint room, is it? Because normally the paint rooms have all like the air going out through the floor and everything, don't they?
I'm just guessing, so you just forgive me, because I'm just trying to learn it as I go along. And the last time I painted anything was about 20 years ago properly. which was the 5 turbo, and that was in cellulose. So again, I just rubbed that down and polished it in, and it come up fine.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping we can get away with that on this. Do the same with this. That'll buff in. But to get the gloss out of the gun like that, it's the first time I've ever got the gloss that deep, which I'm quite chuffed with.
Yeah.
I mean, some bits of it a bit orangey peely, but
Yeah, but so if we rub it down with 2000 or something.
Yeah, soap in it.
Clean it up.
Give
it a bit of a compound down.
Yeah.
Polish up.
I think it'd be alright.
Should look alright.
It's going to have stickers on it anyway, isn't it? Hopefully.
Yeah.
We get a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, look alright. Well, you better carry on taking all the paper off then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pleased with it, really. I'm pleased with it. I'm not pleased with it, but I am pleased with it because it could have been runs everywhere. Every panel that is a proper panel, if you see what I mean, hasn't got a run on it, and that's what I'm quite happy about. That's what I'm ecstatic about, because normally before I'd do a little trick with the filler. So you'd put the filler around it, and then you'd rub the run out, and then you'd rub the filler off, and then that'd stop you going through the paint around it, if you see what I mean. Normally, if you went on it on its own. But to say that, you know, we've got these little orangey peely marks, which, I mean, you look at all the American programs on the telly, their paint jobs, they just cake it with paint, don't worry about the orange peel, and then they buff it in anyway. So
yeah,
I don't know enough about it.
Right. We better start taking the paper off then, and get rid of that.
I'm bubbling again, aren't I?
That's all right.
Now, if someone can tell us how long you have to use Nigel or Smithy will, won't he? Smithy, how long do you have to leave 2-pack before you can cut it?
Yeah, that'd be handy to know, wouldn't it? We could run a competition, couldn't we?
Do you?
Get people to put comments in the bottom of the video
if you leave
how long they think it's got to do. So Smithy, don't comment straight away.
Yeah.
Let everybody try and put a comment in. Give it a couple of days, and then you tell us, Smithy, what's the...
Because I was worried that if you leave it too long, it's too hard to do it. I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know. And I've got what books I've got. Don't tell you the internet. Don't tell you bugger all.
Yeah, because you don't want to rub it when it's too soft, and then get that kind of crepe paper effect, do you?
Yeah.
You know, like the heat of rubbing it.
Yeah.
Will draw it all up, won't it?
So I don't know. I've got no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, now I couldn't help noticing that when you were pulling the paper off, you weren't pulling it off, were you? You were pushing it off.
Well, again, I still don't know. What I did is I got the chunky stuff and I put it all around the outside first, like that, stuck it on the inside, and then I got the paper and stuck it to that, around the inside, onto that tape, and then I've got some more tape and then run right round that edge of that. If you see what I mean. Mm-hmm. I still don't know if there's a right way of doing it or not, but that's just sort of that.
But I know she was sort of pushing it off so it didn't sort of take the paint with it.
Yeah, do it that way so you can push it inwards and it won't.
Yeah.
Because I've got all these rubbers going around here, you see, so
yeah.
If it is a bit iffy on the inside, it don't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think it looks all right, to be honest.
I think it'll be all right. You know, considering it's an old boy in a shed on the middle of a farm, dust and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's come up all right. I am happy with it. I'm happy for the fact that I haven't got big runs in the main body panels. That's what I'm really happy about, because it's savable, I think, with a bit of polish. And it's literally, because them bits are going to paint black, so I'm going to tape them up again there, and then tape that window bit black.
Oh, so you're going to paint them black?
Yeah.
Because that's covering on it though, doesn't it? Isn't it? It's got like
it's
plastic.
the window goes on it, but you can see the white through the window, I think.
Ah.
So if I paint it black, it takes all that away, doesn't it?
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah.
Just on them quarters, so...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm quite happy with that, really. I was pleased. It could have been a lot worse, put it that way.
Ah, she's getting there.
Yeah.
She's getting there. So you just got the bonnet and the 2 doors now then?
Bonnet, 2 doors and boot.
Because the doors you were rubbing...
bumpers.
You were rubbing them down, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I've started that one, the Mark Jackson door.
There's no need to call it that, is there?
Again, I don't know what to do with that.
Go on, bring it up again then. Bring it up again. Why it's called the Mark Jackson door. Go
Yeah,
on.
because someone knocked it off, look, and did that on the corner, look.
Oh dear, look at that.
So
Yeah,
again, if someone can give me some advice on to get that out, I'm thinking with a hammer and dolly, get some heat on it and then just hammer and dolly it out, then slowly get it as flat as we can, and then just obviously a bit of filler on it, and then sand it. I don't know. If someone could tell us again, but I've rubbed that door down. That's got a few little pinholes on it.
Or,
You can see there, look.
you could leave it and just have it as the perfect imperfection.
Oh, a bit like yourself, you mean?
Well,
So yeah, so I wanted some grey, but I've ordered some more light grey primer. But they're supposed to have delivered it on the 3rd and it hasn't been delivered, so don't know where that is. So I've started on the door. There's a few little imperfections on it. You can see where there's there's still gloss, look.
yeah.
So there's a few little dents on it. I mean, it needs
So is that just where it's do you think that's where it's a low spot though, or was it?
Yeah, it's low spot there.
Yeah.
There were a couple on it. There's a couple on it actually all over it. So they need to be filled, and then I'll just yeah.
Right.
I've got to find the other one. The other one's in my little lock-up outside, I think, the other door, so I've got to get that out. I've got the bumper as well, and I've got the Cooper S bumper.
Right.
So there's that to do. And then there's a little... Yeah, so there's loads to do. So I'm going to try and crack on with it next week if I can. Get the roof done next week, in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, just sort of crack on with the painting, really, and then it'll start going together and get hopefully the clutch kit coming in.
All right.
And we can do
I
the
guess
clutch.
you've done nothing with the wheel because you've been too busy painting and rubbing
No,
and
I haven't
painting,
done
haven't you?
anything with the wheel. I think Steve's done something with his, but we've had a little bit of luck there.
Have we?
Yeah.
Have we?
Yeah, Steve over Christmas sent me a little filmette of the wheel on his phone, and the front wheel's got graunches in it. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out there.
Which means that it ain't as simple as he thought.
Yeah, no, it's got.
Has he done anything? Has Steve done anything
I think
with
he
it?
stripped it, and it's got some really big bad graunches in it, like curbings in it.
Oh, right.
Where ours hasn't, has it?
So, can he repair that? Or?
Yeah, of course he can. He's a clever bugger.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Right. Lovely.
yeah,
Lovely. Right, we'll give one last little...
yeah.
Oh! There's me tripping over the fire. Ignore that. One last little shot there, look, of the man with his car.
With me.
Well, we used to have a bit of advertising on the old door on the way out, didn't we? But that's got damaged and taken down.
Jeremy's let us down, hasn't he?
Yeah. No, well, no, he did give us a big one. We ain't put that up yet, have we?
No,
he gave us a big one. He gave us a big one. We were thinking about putting up on the wall over there, weren't we?
Yeah.
But we've got to do a little bit of jiggly pokery yet. Then
What we need is a clock, Jeremy.
Oh, blimey.
Got some more posters for the door. Aaron gave us some.
Oh, I wonder what you were, why you was eating green tape.
You know,
What we got up on the wall? We got what's the whole
yeah,
the
we've got
door of
Nelson King
fame.
and Donick, yeah.
The door of fame.
Door of Fame. We've got a Dominic Wheatley one, obviously, and a Nelson King one. And then we've got one of Bobby Thompson. Look, Aaron, pleasure. Thank you, Aaron. Gave us the old Bobby Thompson one. Look. The mirrors, look, signed. Look.
Ooh,
Oh, I'll put that up straight. Look.
that's on the hoof, isn't it?
It's on the hoof. A bit better. A bit better, isn't it? And then the other one is
Who have you got now?
Nick Hamilton touring car. That's an old one, that one.
That's a golden oldie, isn't
It's
it?
golden oldie, that one. I don't know what's happening because I don't think teams harder running in the touring cars this year, so I don't know what's going to happen with them all.
Well, I've heard he's not, but I don't know if it, what was going on exactly. But well, there you go.
Well, that was a Warren Scott,
I mean,
wasn't
I
it?
can't help thinking we are missing.
What?
We're missing a couple of.
Yeah, a couple of our drivers,
we're
Bradley
missing a
Gravitt and Lydia Wormsley. Come on.
Yeah.
You'd probably realise that if you watched Minis and Motorbikes.
Well, you've got to get yourself on the door of fame, haven't you?
Got to get yourself on the door of
Got to
fame.
get yourself on the door of fame because there's plenty of room.
There's plenty of
room.
Plenty of room
at the door of fame.
And you remember, shall I just do a little bit of hickledy-pickledy, something like that?
You could do hickledy-pickledy if you like. If you like hickledy-pickledy.
I mean, it's only on there with doodah tape, so we can change them if we need to, move them up and make a bit more room. So
right.
Nice
Door
to
of fame.
Get some pictures on the door of fame.
Yeah.
Shall I put one of my own pictures on there?
Well, soon. Right, well, it's good to be back in it after the Christmas and the New Year.
Yeah.
How did you get on at Christmas? Did you get anything nice? Anything nice? Or was it? Oh.
Oh, my sister got. I only got a present from my sister. She always gets me good presents.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
Pants.
Well, you needed some of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Look at some of your others. Not that I know.
No, decent pants as well.
Yeah.
We need oddballs to sponsor us.
Yeah. Well, I could do with a bit of covering up, couldn't I? Yeah. No, it's all right. It's all right. But good to be back.
Yeah.
Good to be back. You made a bit of progress on the old.
I mean, it's not brilliant, but I'm happy. If you see what I mean. It's a bit of contradiction of terms because could be better, but you know we are getting somewhere.
Yeah, and we'll get back on the bike.
Yeah, get back on the bike.
Get that done.
Yeah.
And then motoring along then.
Yeah, because the bike, even with the bike, do we just put it back together as a Kawasaki or do we play about with it a bit? Because obviously it's not going to be worth anything, is it? So do we play about, put a different seat on it, and what do we do?
What, you mean make it a Minis and Motorbikes bike?
Yeah.
What, you mean like all black and Minis and Motorbikes on a tank and all that sort of thing?
Put like a single round headlight on it and things like that, and not put the cowling and that on it.
You're cool, isn't it? It's up to you. It's up to you. Anyway, right.
Yeah, we see.
We'll see. So,
yes.
Don't forget. Oh, you better say it.
Yes. See, you're jumping the gun again. You've forgotten already.
No, you say it. Go on then. I'll keep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We very much appreciate it if you could like and subscribe and leave us a lovely comment because it helps with the algorithms.
That's the word. Right. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for coming back to us in the new year.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Cheers.
Yeah, that's
Did you just drop that?
I'll have to get some more, Mark. I tell you what, you ain't seen my bad Chad hat anywhere, have you?
No, don't know what you're on about. What's the matter, mate? What's the matter?
Got sore lip. Yeah, it'll be alright. What does Cinderella do when she gets to the ball?
Don't know.